So she kept on telling me that she was scared, and finally she's like, Dad, I want to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. And I said, okay, what happened? Or what? And she said, Jacob Shook Snapchatted me and said, you're so pretty. And I couldn't even move. I was just sitting on the couch, and I just told myself, be calm. Don't freak out. Let her keep talking and just kind of listen and be there for her.
And your daughter is?
She's 15. We keep on saying she's 15. She was 14.
This coming out of Johnson County, Arkansas. So apparently the chief deputy officer was being accused of inappropriate misconduct with a minor, right? The father reported it to his local authorities. They weren't really taking it serious. Somehow it got on TikTok. The story got out on TikTok. It went viral. It's been going viral on TikTok for maybe about the last month or so. So at the end, we got some updates, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's get right into it and see the rest of what this father had to say.
Times. She turned 15 in February. She told me that Jacob Shook, when they was at her mom's friend's house, Talon's, that while they was playing Uno, and this is how crazy this is, there's a group of people all around this table, and he Snapchats her and says, you're so pretty. And I asked Elizabeth what she said back, and she said, first she got scared, and I said, Elizabeth, you're not in trouble for any of this. I don't care if you played into it or nothing. You're a kid. This ain't got nothing to do with you. But we have to get to bottom. She goes, I said, thank you. And he sent me another snap, and I left him unopened. And so I didn't ask her what it said at the end. She said she got in the car with her mom, and they was all leaving. And she said, Mom, he sent me a Snapchat that said, you're so pretty. Her mom said, don't worry about it. He's drinking. He don't mean anything by it. But don't make a big deal out of it because he's coming to stay the night. So I didn't know anything about this. Elizabeth slipped up back in January or something.
Oh, we're just trying to get some shade. Is that all right? We're not going to move from here. Understandable. I appreciate you.
Then back in January, now I heard it. I called him that first time on Wednesday. That's when I learned about it. And then I got a hold of him on Thursday. I heard in January that she was talking to my wife, and she goes, yeah, Jacob Snapchatted me. I said, girl, no, get him off there. I don't matter if it's a cop, a coach, a teacher. You don't have grown-ups on Snapchat on a platform that deletes messages. Get him off there. She went home and she told her mom that, hey, Dad said I got to delete him off there. He's getting weirdo vibes from him. Erica, she said, Elizabeth, my daughter, said to her mom, don't say anything in front of me. But can you tell him that I have to delete him? Because she didn't want to delete him with him pretty much staying there. Because he would come in the house and be like, Elizabeth, you deleted me. And she didn't want to feel that way. And so
this was a group chat.
No. This was this
individual.
Yeah, him and her.
Just the two of them. Nobody else involved.
No, just the two of them. So
the sheriff is claiming that this was a group chat.
Oh no.
That was a family group chat.
No.
It wasn't.
No, it was him and her.
Okay.
And Erica said something to him about it. Said, hey, her dad's getting weirdo vibes about you Snapchatting her. And he said in a cocky and arrogant way, and I confirm this with everybody that knows Jacob, he told my daughter, does your dad know who I am? Elizabeth said he said it in a cocky, kind of intimidating way. I asked,
man, that's foul, bro.
His wife, and I asked his fellow employees, you know him. Do you think he said it cocky and arrogant, or do you think he didn't? No one could say otherwise. They knew he said it cocky. He scared her. He left there, and he Snapchatted her instantly and said, I'm a weirdo, ain't I? And that was pretty much all it was on the messages, and Elizabeth never played into it. But like I told Jacob Shook, I feel like we was one smile away from him doing something to her that was irreversible. And honestly, what he already did is irreversible. Like I didn't think Elizabeth was really affected by it. She told me the other day, I was going to send her to Walmart to get some bread because I'm kind of lazy. I got a 15-year-old daughter. She can go in and get the bread a lot easier than I can. And she goes, Dad, can you not send me in Walmart anymore by myself? And I said, yeah, that's fine. And we had a talk the other day, and she goes, Dad, a couple weeks ago, you said if I wanted to see a doctor, I could. Well, she asked me the other day, I think it was yesterday, if we can go ahead and set her up to see a to talk to someone?
Counselor?
Yeah, because she said, even though you've told me my whole life that you got to be careful for guys like this, she goes, I had no idea. She said, now every time I go into Walmart, every time I see a grown man by themselves, I think that that's what they're thinking. So she kept on telling me that she was scared, and finally she's like, Dad, I want.
Man, that's crazy as a father. Hold on, no, it's more to this. It's more to this story. Hold on, let me get to it.
Oh, actually, there's one more.
Sure.
You recently went to a conference, and right after this happened.
Yes.
Correct. Where was that conference?
That conference was in Hot Springs.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah, it was the Arkansas Association of Counties Conference. They had training about the jail and things like that, and so we go down for those.
And this happened. When did that start?
That started last Tuesday. I drove down. I stayed there Wednesday and some of the trainings, and then I came back on Thursday because this had exploded, and I was like, well, I need to be somewhere else.
Can you tell me if Chief Deputy Shook attended this event with you?
He did.
Did the two of you discuss anything about what was going on?
We did.
You did. Oh, actually, there's one more.
Sure.
You recently went to a conference, and right after this happened.
Yes.
Correct. Where was that conference?
That conference was in Hot Springs.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah, it was the Arkansas Association of Counties Conference. They have training about the jail and things like that, and so we go down for those.
And this happened. When did that start?
That started last Tuesday. I drove down. I stayed there Wednesday and some of the trainings, and then I came back on Thursday because this had exploded, and I was like, well, I need to be somewhere else.
Can you tell me if Chief Deputy Shook attended this event with you?
He did.
Did the two of you discuss anything about what was going on?
We did.
You did. Oh, actually, there's one more.
Sure.
You recently went to a conference, and right after this happened.
Yes.
Correct. Where was that conference?
That conference was in Hot Springs.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah, it was the Arkansas Association of Counties Conference. They have training about the jail and things like that, and so we go down for those.
And this happened. When did that start?
That started last Tuesday. I drove down. I stayed there Wednesday and some of the trainings, and then I came back on Thursday because this had exploded, and I was like, well, I need to be somewhere else.
Can you tell me if Chief Deputy Shook attended this event with you?
He did.
Did the two of you discuss anything about what was going on?
We did.
You did. Oh, actually, there's one more.
Sure.
You recently went to a conference, and right after this happened.
Yes.
Correct. Where was that conference?
That conference was in Hot Springs.
All right, there's one more video we got to check out.
People knows who I am. I came in on August 1st to give a report of Jacob Shook grooming my daughter, sent an inappropriate Snapchats to her. I called him on the 1st. I called him at 4 p.m. on the Johnson County phone. I was respectful. I have that recorded. I said nothing but yes, sir, no, sir. I asked him a question. I asked him why he Snapchatted her and said, I'm a weirdo, ain't I? And he said, let me call you back, or can I call you back? I said, yes, sir, you got my number? He confirmed my number with me, and we got off the phone. He never called me back. On that Friday, on the 2nd, I went down there. I walked into the sheriff's department place. I walked into the other side. I didn't know which side to go. I've never been down there. I walked in there. There was a trustee. I walked up to the glass window, and I said, am I in the right spot? Jacob Shook walked in. He said, you looking for me? I said, yes, sir, I am. He stuck his hand out to shake it. I said, I ain't shaking your hand. He pulled me in a closet. Now, they're going to say it's some kind of office. It may be an office. That's not where you go to do a statement. That's common, Sheriff. That's not where you go. There was cops knocking on the door as I'm talking to him. Can I put my gun in there? Can I put my gun in there? He's putting his gun on the desk in between us as I'm telling him what he's doing. He never denied sending her Snapchats. He confirmed the reason why he said you're so pretty is because she's beautiful. He texted another little girl, Snapchatted her, and said, cute toes. I recorded this because when I called him and he never called me back, I knew he was going to weasel his way out of it. I knew it was going to be a cop's word against mine. So I recorded it. I knew I was going to take it in there to that sheriff, and the sheriff was going to say, what? You're done. You like kids. You can't be up here. I recorded. After I did all that, you hear at the very end of the audio, one of the cops tried to tell me to be quiet and push me out. I got a little vocal about that. Jacob Shook is telling him to be quiet because he knows that he's the one that's in wrong, but ain't nobody saying anything to him. They're only telling me to go and me to be quiet. I catch two cops outside. I recorded them. I told them what happened. There was no jaws dropped when I said Jacob Shook's a pedophile. There was no like, no way. There was nothing. I told him what happened, and I said, he told me to come back Monday at 10 a.m. On the recording. You hear my wife asked to do a written report. He said, come back Monday at 10 or email it in. That's what he said. I asked several officers to get the sheriff. I went inside. I talked to the county clerk, asked her for him. I asked Officer Nicely for him. Nicely came out at the very end and said, I'm sorry. I thought he had one meeting, but he has three. He can't come out and see. He'll give you the number. I confirmed my number with me. By the time I made it to Russell, he called me. I gave him everything that I just told everybody. I told him about the Snapchats, the date, the cute toes, the call before, all of that. And he said, okay, send me the audio. We're going to look into it. I didn't send the audio till Monday because I'm going to be honest, like, nobody did nothing. Nothing. He still had a gun and a badge on it. And like, no, the sheriff should have, I don't know what meeting was going on, but for it to be the chief deputy, it could have ended. Okay, for everybody, I got a lot more. I got proof of every single thing. If y'all want to meet me outside, I'll give it to you.
This is portion of the audio file of allegations.
All right,
against
this is the
former
last
Chief
one.
Deputy Shook with Johnson County Sheriff's Office.
And get me, and I, pretending to be asleep because I really didn't want to talk about it because I knew it was about. Well, he came in to my bedroom and he got into bed with me, and he told me he was just so in love. One day I will find a guy who's so in love with me, and they'll kiss me in all the places, all over my body, even the places he doesn't want to think about. He was rubbing my side. He's rubbing from like the bottom of my rib cage down to where, your hip comes over. He was rubbing me through there. And he started kissing my face all over, and he kissed me on the lips. And he told me that he loved me. I was frozen with fear, or else I would have gotten up.
It's time we demand an investigation into this. Enough is enough. Hey everyone, it's Garrett with Arkansas Transparency. I'm bringing you a story out of Johnson County, Arkansas. I've been contacted by several people about the Chief Deputy Jacob Shook and the allegation of him sending inappropriate Snapchat to a minor. I reached out to Sheriff Hughes and we had a conversation over the phone. He knew that this conversation was recorded. He knows that I'm a journalist, and this is what he shared with me. Chime in the comments with your thoughts. I have not heard any recordings, no.
Oh, okay. Well, someone came in and accused him of something. As soon as he let me know, I gave them a call, and I was listening to what he said, and we were going to talk the next week as soon as he could come in, because he said he was going to work. He was also going to email me evidence. So on Monday, I expected him to come in due to what he had said on the tape, on the recording, and he did not come in. So on Tuesday, I called him and said, hey, where are we on this? You haven't emailed the things you said you would. And I don't know, at some later point that day, I think I finally got it and had to work on getting it to play. And so I've listened to it, and it's not a you know, it's a deputy know what we're supposed to when we're confronted by somebody angry, is de-escalate. Now, you know, there's some familial issues in here based on who was dating who, who's, you know, that I'm not going to get into because I don't even have all that. I don't have that from the complainant. But what I'll tell you is at this point, with this going on for about 10 days, no one has ever shown up to the sheriff's department and made a written or verbal complaint. This is all being played out on the internet. So was there an official report filed by this complainant? No. Now I've heard, because I've been coordinating with the prosecutor and Arkansas State Police, that there may have been one made, but it hasn't been received at the ethics office of the ASP, nor has it been provided to me.
Okay, and can you tell me what the nature of the allegations were?
I don't have an allegation. I have things on Facebook.
Okay, what are people saying that it is on Facebook that's happened?
The topic is they think that he's been accused of sending messages on Snapchat that someone thinks are inappropriate.
To a minor?
To a minor.
Okay. And has that been investigated?
Well, we're investigating it, but you know, what we need is someone to actually come in and give us the information of who, what, where, when, why, how, so that we can actually do an investigation. We're asking questions, but you know, I personally right now don't even, you know, man, I'm trying. I just don't have anything to investigate.
Was this this text message, is this something to do with Snapchat?
Yes.
And have
Yeah, man. So look, that was wild. Look, man, like what I got to say about that is this: sick, nasty, disgusting, abuse of power. Again, the people that's paid to protect us are our biggest threat. That's crazy, bro. And then I just don't like how, if you want to hear that full interview with the sheriff, you know what I'm saying, you can go to his page, you can go to his TikTok. It's 50 Media LLC on TikTok. You get what I'm saying? But I just don't like how in that snippet we heard, it was like the sheriff was just passive, like it ain't no report, so I can't really do nothing, you know what I'm saying? But if the police, if I done been through all of this, I'm scared to make a report with my local police station. If they pull me in a closet, they putting guns on the table, people keep coming in and out while I'm trying to talk about what's going on with my daughter, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you making threats to my people, telling them like, you know who I am? You know who I am? I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Nah, they dead wrong, bro. But look, we got an update. We got an update for this story. Look, it's right here, though. Check it out.
February 23rd, Johnson County Sheriff Tom Hughes named Jacob Shook Chief Deputy.
I made the choice to move him to Chief Deputy because he had the same goals that he stated as me, which is improve training, improve the way the department works, bring on automation, all the things that have been left behind.
Now, almost 7 months later, Shook has been fired from the sheriff's office for a policy violation. While it's unclear what led up to his firing, Hughes says it's unrelated to another ongoing investigation into Shook.
Well, honestly, I received an actual written complaint about Mr. Shook yesterday. At no time before in all the time I've been here.
Hughes says 2 weeks ago, Shook told him a man confronted him, accusing him of sending inappropriate social media messages to his daughter. Jacob Goodwin tells 5 News he's the one who confronted Shook.
My daughter informed me that Chief Deputy of Johnson County Sheriff's Department, Jacob Shook, when he was with her mom, started sending her inappropriate text messages.
Goodwin says he's been working to seek justice for his daughter. It all came to a head during Thursday's Johnson County Quorum Court meeting when the allegations were brought up. Hughes says he then received a written report from Goodwin about Shook, but Goodwin argues otherwise.
This is me texting the sheriff. I show people this because he is saying that I didn't make a report. The reason why he never started a report or an investigation is because I never gave a formal complaint. But you can see on the dates that he is letting me know that there are people, detectives and investigators assigned to this.
Sheriff Hughes says Arkansas State Police are investigating the allegations brought forward by Goodwin. In Clarksville, covering news where you live, Jose Carranza, 5 News.
That's crazy, bro. Like, these type of behaviors got to stop. We supposed to trust y'all, bro. But they protect that thin blue line, and I promise you, every time they protect that thin blue line like that, bro, you ain't no different than the gang members that you claim that you hate, that you claim that you trying to protect us against. Come on, man. Do y'all job. But everybody, yo, let me know how y'all feel about this video, man. I don't even, that's sick, bro. Like, a grown man, you know, pushing up on a little kid, man. I get it, y'all in Arkansas and shit, but come on, bro. That shit inappropriate, dog, man. You stay away from little kids. He's a freaky old dude. He's a 69 guy. Uncle Boo out. If don't nobody love you, I do.